Okay, what's happening though? I ain't been on live in a minute. It's been a second. I went real slack on live, but I did just recently pass 2,400 subscribers on my account. I appreciate that. 2,400 wasn't easy to get. I've been on YouTube for a few years now. Some people gonna hit that number in a month. Some people gonna hit that in days. Some people might never hit that number because they give up. I just post here and there, non-stop. Try to stay consistent, at least posting here and there, at least. You know what I mean? So I don't lose everybody. So we don't lose touch. It's been a lot going on and a little bit going on at the same time. A little bit of nothing, a little bit of everything. Jumping right into it. For starters, your boy done lost a bunch of weight. I've been working out, of course. Done lost weight. I done dropped, don't know how much weight, probably. I just been trying to stay consistent. I done got down to about 3. Last time I got on the scale, it said 3, like 311. Granted, before that, last time I got on the scale, I was at like 360. And this was probably like within the last. This was definitely within the last 8 or 9 months. So I've been grinding, putting that work in. I ain't see it. When you working out, you don't be seeing it all the time. Sometimes it's other people that see it before you see it. But I'm chilling though right now. I'm in the smoke tent. That's where I smoke at, vibe and relaxing. My off day. And it's a lot of craziness going on, I notice. For starters, let's talk about what's going on with Zion. I ain't ever seen nothing like that unfold on social media in regards to a relationship that don't even exist. I mean, I'm telling you now, I feel like we didn't even have to speak on it. It's unfolding in front of our own eyes. We let that girl talk enough until she talked herself silly. If she would have just said a few things like, "Hey man, I thought that you had feelings for me. Um, I didn't know that you had a woman that you was involved with. I thought that me and you were involved in that love and it really hurt me, such and such," and then left it at that. But to post all day, every day about this man, ain't no way you was in love with this man like that. You wasn't posting this man before, and then you gonna for you to post screenshots after the fact of conversations that you had with Pop Smoke, who ain't even alive anymore. Pop Smoke now. You post screenshots that you had with Pop Smoke that's not even alive anymore. Make that make sense. So that just go to show that you a clout chaser. It ain't about love. You ain't love nobody. It ain't about you being in love with Zion. It's about clout chasing because there was no relevancy. There was no reason for a woman to go and post screenshots that she had a conversation with a rapper that's not even here anymore. Right after she got done going on a rant for the last week about an NBA player who was like 8 years younger than her. Zion like 21 years old, 22. She's like 29 years old, 30. So it's like, and that ain't to excuse the fact that she got feelings, but it should be excusing the fact that ain't no way she should be acting so immature over the situation that she want to blast this man out on social media. Now you threatening to release his sex tape y'all got. If I was Zion and I know that I was doing my thing in that tape, I say release it then. Let the tape out. Release the tape. Just like we in Pirates of the Caribbean, they was like, release the Kraken. I'd be like, release the tape then. Because if that's what it's going to take for you to leave me alone, then so be it. Hey, it ain't even about what she think. Really, it's about what the baby mama thinking right now because whew, that child support payments going to still put him to where he's straight. You know what I mean? He going to be good either way it go. The payments ain't going to be so high to where he can't afford the lifestyle that he want. At the end of the day, he got millions. But still, though, the fact that that amount of money that's gonna be coming out your account, if she end up putting you on child support because you out here home, and granted, that's what's gonna happen. The lady basically ruined the relationship that he got with the baby and the baby mama. The baby mama not taking no loss because at the end of the day, it depends on the kind of situation that she set up in with Zion. Now, she deeply loved him, and it was about more than just bread, more than money. And let me tell you something. If she really loves Zion, and it's about more than money, then it's gonna be a problem, and it probably ain't gonna be no bouncing back from that. Cause then he messed with her trust. Then he messed with her trust. But if it is just about money, then she can swallow that. It'll be all right. She can get past that with him. You know what I mean? They can go do some little couples therapy or whatever they gotta do. Whatever they gotta do, they can get past that. Zion like 22 years old. That girl like 30 years old. And not to say that what he did ain't wrong, but the how far she went over the situation just go to let us, you know what I mean? It just make us feel like, yeah, trash. You know what I mean? So it ain't to say that what Zion did ain't wrong, but the girl went so far that it just make her seem like just straight garbage. Like I don't even like it, like nothing she say is credible no more. Then you bring up Pop Smoke, yeah. She might as well Kid Rocks. And ain't she an OnlyFans model? She an OnlyFans model. Make it make sense. I'm trying to get this in a position where it makes sense. Okay? Yeah, so she an OnlyFans model. I just don't get it. It ain't gonna work out. Like she don't know what she wants. She want her cake and to eat it too. She thought she was gonna embarrass that boy. And it would have looked bad at first, but then after a week, even the women started piping in. Now let me tell you something. When black women angry, you kind of let them do their thing because they got reason to be mad. But the way she was carrying on, she carried on so much that we didn't even have to say nothing. All the rest of the black women started piping in and them was like, all right, bitch, shut up. Hush. We don't want to hear no more. You saying too much. Now you carrying on. Now you lying at this point. Now we feel like you lying. At first it was believable. They was rocking with her for the day, first day. Second day they was like, okay, but we still rocking with you. But after that though, yeah, Mariah might as well have hung that whole thing up. I'm just saying. Now, moving on from that. And Zion, he'll learn from it. He got plenty of money. He gonna keep having plenty of hoes. That ain't gonna stop. It's just a matter of he didn't learn the right way. See, whatever big homie told him, whatever he told him in regards to him having all these hoes and stuff like that, he didn't tell him right. Now, first of all, he should have been straight up from the jump. Gotta be straight up. See, now you messing with a woman like Mariah Mills. Come on, man. What other NBA stars having issues like that, huh? You got to be better. You got to do better. And you from down here. You know what I mean? You from South Carolina. I expect more from you, really. I expect a lot more from you. It was a goofy move, really. I could teach you. We could teach you a thing or two. You need to come back home and learn. We can teach you a thing or two down here because golly, Zion, just dunking the ball ain't gonna be enough. You got to learn some real world stuff too, some street knowledge. We're gonna have to give you something. Cause that was reckless. The way you're moving is reckless. You need you like a wet ringer type person. You need you like a professional life coach like person. You know what I mean? It ain't gotta be nobody that's about your money, but just about other stuff, regular real world shit. When you be like, hey man, what you think about this? Then he be like, hey man, let me tell you what I think about this. It don't make sense. I wouldn't do it. Don't do it. You know what I mean? Anything. Now, moving on from there, I'm gonna let Zion live. He got enough going on with the health problems and stuff. People ain't letting him live with that. That's stressful. You know what I mean? This girl out here taking credit for his diet, talking about she the reason you getting in better shape and stuff. If anything, depending on how long you been messing with her, she might be the reason you stayed hurt. Yeah, think about it. Anyways, moving on from there. Let's talk about this submarine that's lost in the ocean. Now, I know on Black Twitter and on Twitter in general, it's making it look like we real cruel. It's making it look like we some cruel people on Black Twitter. And let me tell you the truth. We not cruel. We're not evil people. We just don't like stupidity. We don't like people that don't use common sense. First of all, the first red flag for us was a bunch of 5 billionaires are gonna be on a tiny submarine together going to see the Titanic. That's one red flag. Another red flag for me was These 5 people had to pay $250,000 apiece to get on this little tiny giant pill bottle shaped submarine just for them to visit the Titanic. Now that's the second red flag. Second, and these are not in order from greatest to least to greatest. These are just red flags that I noticed about the situation. Now another red flag about the situation is it's the ocean. You want to go in the ocean, like you're not going, like you taking a dip into the ocean in a giant pill. It's just like it just I don't get it. It ain't big enough for me to feel comfortable enough to dive any deeper than swimming pool deep. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Now, I also heard that the dude wasn't even really clear by professionals to where he should be taking that craft that far into the ocean. And that's not the biggest red flag. The biggest red flag to me is the fact that he was using some kind of video game controller to steer the boat, from what I'm hearing. A video game controller. People had to pay $250,000 a piece. Now it's 5 people to go down into a excursion or whatever you call it when it's underwater to go and visit the wreckage of the Titanic. And you telling me that the technology you're using for in order to steer is a video game controller? I'm not buying it. I don't know how stupid you think I am. But ain't no way you that stupid. I ain't the smartest person in the room, but I would never get inside of a person's submarine and him telling me, and it's his personal submarine now, this ain't a military grade submarine, and you tell me, yeah, I'm steering this submarine with this game controller, and he's smiling, yeah. See, and this is how we're steering the submarine with this video game controller pad. Make it make sense. Please make it make sense, because it makes none to me. I ain't believing it. I don't like the idea of it. And you only got 96 hours of oxygen in these things. They say 96 hours of oxygen. I think at the most. So I'm supposed to I'm supposed to give a person $250,000 to take me real deep in the ocean and the hope that we make it back. It ain't make sense. Yo, what up, nigga?